What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Pat Bernard, aka the Gobbler, aka Pat from Ambler. I know. Time to breathe into a bag. It's just one game that your Phillies decide to throw away. Just one. You know, they're only 2-4 in the division, but we'll just throw it away. Like it doesn't matter because they went to South Beach not to play baseball. Not to play baseball. Maybe they went fishing. Maybe they went clubbing, but their mind was not in this game at all. Their mind was not in this game. Aaronola, the pitching staff throughout this whole series has been flat out ugly. Flat out ugly. And then where the offense, horrible, horrible. No one really showed up. Yeah, Walter, Nola took the life out of the Phillies early. I agree, Walter. The Aaronola roller coaster and the emotional roller coaster just continues to take you and down, up and down. Tuesday, 4th of July, going against Zach Eflin, 12 Ks going up. And then today, just hot garbage. Just getting dinged up left and right. It just, again, I'm pulling my hairs out. And like I said, if you want to pull out the blame game pie chart, yeah, Arnold deserves a lot. But so does his offense. Leaving guys in scoring position, not capitalizing on it. It's just ugly. Just ugly all around. And like I said, Nola did not have a great start either. So, I mean, as much as I love Aaron Nola, he owns 85% of that blame chart, the blame game chart. So, anyway, look, going back to this lineup, though, Kyle Schwarber 0 for 6. Is this why teams get rid of this guy? Because he stinks? Once in a while, he'll show you a power at bat. But what's he done out of this whole series? So you mean to tell me he's 1 for 15 in this whole series for a bat, right? One. He only has one hit. Just one hit in the series. That's disgraceful. And as you hear my little man going by snoring, he fell asleep on Kyle Schwarber. He stinks. Stinks. Trade him. Get rid of him. I get it. He brings a power bat, but that comes around every so often. 0 and 6. Your leadoff man. The guy who's supposed to set the tone of the game offensively. Stinks. Ponche. Nothing. Trey Turner. 2 for 5. Castellanos. 1 for 5. Harper. So, I mean, like I said, just no Harper today. No Harper today. I'm saying yelling Harper, and Harper's not even there. But again, just pathetic. Just pathetic. This Phillies lineup is horrible. And it all goes back to Kyle Schwarber being your leadoff man. Like, what's he doing in here? He should be trade bait right now. I don't care if you get back peanuts or some bubble gum. I'm sorry. I know you guys are excited. Oh, well, we'll keep him around because he has a power bat. Yeah, but that comes around every so often. And you put him in the 4 hole, that's just a waste of time. 0 for 4. I'm sorry. Kyle Schwarber 0 for 4. My apologies, everyone. But still, overall, this whole series, one hit, 1 for 13. He stinks. Stinks. I'm sorry. Trey Turner 0 for 4. Nick Castellanos 0 for 3. Alec Boehm had a hit. JT Remuto 1 hit. The only guy who really showed up today offensively was Bryson Stott. 2 for 3. You want me to keep going down? Brandon Marsh 1 for 3. Ponche 1 for 3. And the pitching staff doesn't help anything. Nola gave up 8 hits. 8 hits. He had 6 Ks. Gave up 3 home runs. 3 home runs. Terrible. Terrible. What is the identity of this baseball team? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, how do you just let this be a throwaway game? Is beyond me. You're 2 for 4 in your division. 2 for 4. You beat up a Mets team that has a for sale sign in front of them. And let's not kid ourselves here. You're holding on to a bogus wild card spot. And if you look over your shoulders, there's the San Francisco Giants. There's the Milwaukee Brewers. They're sitting right there. They can't wait for you to lose. Like, I get it. There's still a lot of baseball. Heck, we just got to the end of the first half. But this is where business is about to pick up. You need to play better baseball. Seriously. Performances like this is going to hurt it. Again, the starting pitching in this whole series has been ugly. Ugly. I mean, wait, I like this. We need to have high hopes. At least somebody has high hopes because it ain't me. I know I don't have high hopes. Not right now. Walter checks in. Milwaukee won today, so they are out for the moment. Giants just starting. Appreciate that, Walter. So again, tons of baseball left. I get all that, but you better look over your shoulder because exactly. I mean, look, the bad teams they already counted out their summer. They already gave up. They already throw out the white flags. But the Phils, come on, come on, you're fighting for a bogus playoff spot. And I get the Marlins ain't no slouches. I get all that. Joe Sullivan checks in here. He goes, "Bro, I hear you that yesterday and today was disappointing, but they went 2 for 4 on a tough trip. It's baseball, bro. You aren't going to win them all." Yeah, look, and they did win a tremendous amount of road games. They only lost 2 in a row. All right, but it's just these clunkers that we have. It's just especially like I said, and here we are in the division. You lose. You're 2 for 4. 2 for 4 in the division against divisional opponents. You beat a Mets team with a for sale sign, and you beat a Nationals team who has no business playing MLB baseball. I mean, come on, let's be real. So here we go. Wade checks in. We need consistent pitching. Yeah, Wade, and this goes back to my problem, Wade. Goes back to I understand people thought I was crazy when I said this, but I'm telling you, and I know he's a great catcher. He's one of the best catchers I've seen in a Phillies uniform. But to get an arm in here, a good quality arm, a fifth starter if you want, a real arm, I would give up JT Remuto for an arm. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, you're crazy, but you can't do that." You need to do that. You need to do that, and to save this Philly season, give it to a team that's going to rebuild and it's in a process to win next year or something. I don't know. Joe Sullivan checking in again. I feel you though. Nola is frustrating many times. Yeah, he is. I don't know. He gets one of those innings, man. Like I said, Tuesday, 12 Ks. 12 Ks. He was lining it up. 12 Ks. Look precise. Look crisp. 12 Ks. And then today, it just hot garbage. Here goes my man Dave Yarnold checking into the program. He goes, they can't win the division. That counts. That's what counts most. Yeah, Dave, they can't win the division. They're not going to win the division. Like I said, I've handed over Cookby. How do you want it? In a nice Dunkin' Donuts bag. I've handed over to the Braves. Braves, here you can have it. The Mets, the Marlins, you could be a runner up. And here's the Phillies, just in a road to nowhere. You're not tanking, but you're fighting for a bogus playoff spot. It's like the Flyers of 2014. You're just hovering around the last seed spot. Um, Joe Sullivan checking in. The line is more of a problem than the pitching. I agree. Uh, the lineup has been very streaky worse than my underwear. It's been tough. I mean, this Phillies team, the hot night and day, hot and cold, however you want to cookie cut it, they need to get together. Again, guys at the plate today look like they're ready for vacation, and being in South Beach doesn't help it either. So, like I said, I wonder if many of those guys went out, you know, to the clubs or fishing or just like I say, because it looked like their minds weren't even in today's game, and it's embarrassing because you're getting paid to be a professional ball player to show up every day. And Eduardo Sosa and Bryson Stott were the only two that showed up today physically. Joe Sullivan says, I wipe my Knish with the division anymore. It'd just be hot going into the playoffs. Yeah, look, yesterday was, I mean, look, yesterday, yes, last year, I see, Joe, this is where I disagree because, like, last year, you were, to me, and I could be wrong, but I think it was a fluke. I think this Phillies season was a fluke last year. You got hot because you got rid of a GM that was absolutely horrible, and then you snuck into the playoffs. And look, and having Bryce Harper on your team makes it that much better because he was really playing well. But I don't know. I don't know. Here goes Wade checking in. Do you think anyone would take Hoskins? Um, yes, I'm going to say yes. Someone's willing to take Hoskins. You know, he's going to come off a nasty injury, but I still think someone would take Hoskins. Here goes my man Walter checking in. We need to trade Nola for a prospect to White Sox for a Dolan case. Listen, Walter, let me ask you a question. Well, my father-in-law brought this to my attention. My father-in-law Barry. He wants to trade Nola in the worst way for Paul Goldschmidt. Do you take it? Do you want it? Do you want Paul Goldschmidt in here? I know he's a bit of an aging player, and I've had this argument with my man Al and my man Mike on my morning show. But I think you can make the case for Paul Goldschmidt to be in this lineup. You need bats, like Joe Sullivan said. You need bats just as much as you need pitching at this point. So, but I mean, this is these are the kind of questions of wondering if Nola is going to be back in the Phillies uniform next year. Uh, Wade checks in. He goes, "I need a left fielder." Wade, we need a prayer at this point. Um, Joe Sullivan checks in. He goes, "St. Louis wants prospects. Not as soon. It's soon to be free agent pitcher. They'll hang the phone up." Uh yeah, you're probably right. They want to probably build for the future, but I don't know, man. Like I said, it's this is Nola though. Like if they do take Nola, and if they would just do square up, give you Phillies for if you could get my man, if you could get um Paul Goldschmidt off their hands, I'd be real excited. Um, but yeah, I'd be real excited to see what's going on as far as the Phils because the Phils need help. It's right there in the label. If they want to get over the hump, this is what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight to make a run, and they're not. So the Phillies are going to have to make some kind of run. But look, I know I've wasted some time here with the Phillies because look, it's emotional. And again, the Phillies are just coming off a 13-game winning streak, 13-game winning streak, and yet we are complaining about two straight losses. We're complaining. We're getting upset about two straight losses. Is this what we're getting upset about? I mean, but I mean, look, it's just it's the Marlins. We can't figure it out against the Marlins. We're holding on to a bogus playoff spot for now. We're battling for that. I mean, we should be a better position where we're at now, and we're not. So let's take a look though, real fast. Let's go around the MLB as far as standings and stuff like that, as far as all that fun stuff. Before I do that, let me get some of these great sponsors here at Edge of Philly Sports. Like you can start out with edge of Philly sports. This trip has been sold out, but beginning of September, Labor Day weekend, you have a chance, an opportunity to go out to San Diego to see the Phillies take on the Padres. So if you guys want to go out to beautiful San Diego, go for it. I highly recommend it. Or if you guys, I know you football heads are out there. Um, Eagles head out to Boston, head out to New England, opening day. So if you want to see Eagles take on Belichick and Patriots, go ahead and do that now. Go book up your trips. Look, you get 2 trips up to New York or North New Jersey rather. End of September, you know the Birds are heading down to Tampa. If you guys want to go down to Florida, again, Sun. You guys want to go to Dallas. You guys want to go to St. Louis. Wow, Los Angeles. You guys want to go to Seattle. You guys want to see this reigning Super Bowl champs. I'm not proud to say that, but anyway, you guys go head out to Philly Sports Shows. Head out to my man Vinny and tell him EOP sent you. And of course, here goes my man David Archerry Esquire. Hit him up today at 610-565-0300. Work on compensation, medical vehicle accidents, personal injury, criminal law. Hit up my man David Archerry Esquire. And of course, Sherry tickets. So, guys, if you want to go to a Phillies game, maybe it's you that's the good luck charm because I know it ain't me. I'm a stiff and I'm bad luck. So, look, no hidden fees. The price you see is the price you get. Use the promo code EOP10. Sports, concerts, theater, www.sharetickets.com. Family owned and operated since 1946. Hit them up today. And here goes one more. Dolan's Bar. Dolan's Bar is apparently the hot spot to go to. I mean, from what I hear, I mean, you don't know what Philly legend is going to come walking through there and so forth. So, guys, I highly recommend your trip to Dolan's Bar. 24th East Cellar Avenue, Ridley Park. Quiz, music, great times. Go hit them up today. Like I said, go up for all the fun. You deserve it. Anyway, let's get back to some Phillies talk here. And with that being said, let's. Oh man, as I turn back on the main comp here, here we go. We got my man Wade checking in. I love the Phillies since I was a toddler. I had my heart in this team, so it does get pretty rough sometimes. Yeah, and look, you're preaching to the choir, Wade. You're talking to a Phillies loser since I was watching this team since '93. All right, so I was a little guy, and I know they were playing. Obviously, they went to the series, all that stuff. My favorite player being Dutch, Darren Dalton. So again, growing up, I was a Phillies. I've been around this Phillies team for a long, long time. Walter checks in. Well, we can't beat Washington. They just beat Texans 2 out of 3, and we just can't beat the Texans. Yeah, that's weird. I'll say that for the London trip. Smart man, Wade. Smart man. And let's go around the league a little bit as far as your Philadelphia Philly, as far as MLB action. And of course, bottom of the fourth. I mean, bottom of the eighth. You have the Boston Red Sox being up on the Oakland A's 4-3. You have bottom of the 10th, extra innings. Toronto looks like they're going to take this from Detroit Tigers 4-3. The Tampa Bay Rays have slapped around. They're so frustrated they slapped around the Braves 10-4. Then you have the Seattle Mariners visiting the Champions. Looks like they're about to wrap up that game 3-1. The Mariners are going to beat the Astros, and then of course you have the Baltimore Orioles 15-2. Weeks. Weeks. You have right now you have tie 3-3 St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago White Sox getting started. Colorado Rockies and the Giants 0-0. Bottom and the bottom of the first, you have the Pittsburgh Pirates losing to the Diamondbacks 1-0 right now. Bottom of the first, you have the Padres and the Mets out in San Diego losing 3-0. You had a little bit of a rain delay out there with the Yankees. The Cubs beating the Yankees right now 6-4. Like my man Walter alluded to, the Nationals slapping around the Texas Rangers 7-2. Woo. The Kansas City Royals have beaten the Cleveland Guardians 4-1, and of course, the Phillies who lose to the Marlins 7-3. So again, we lose by a touch. They put a touchdown on us, and we didn't do much about it. So look, man, we're getting ready to head into the All Star break with your fighting Phils. I don't know how much of a fight they got left in them, but hopefully, with them getting slapped in the face like this, they will have a better answer on the other side. On the other side, this isn't too embarrassing. This is again, you don't want to head into a end of your first half of your season knowing you got thumped by a divisional opponent. And I get it, the Marlins are playing really, really good baseball. I get all that, but still, you have to do a better job. You have to do a better job. There's no as Rob Thompson needs to do a better job. He needs to make some adjustments. Um, Wade checking in. He goes, any Phillies in the home run derby? I don't think so. I don't think Castellanos, because there's only two people that are going to the All Star game. Wade, and it's Nick Castellanos, and it is Craig Kimbrell that's going to the All Star break for your fighting Phils. So, but at least all the other Phils get to, after this game, kind of air out their grievances, get their head hopefully straight, you know, because they got rocked today. Let's be honest. If this was a box match, they got TKO'd. So hopefully they get themselves off the canvas starting the second half of the season, and we'll see if there'll be any deals that need to be done. I love you guys uh, chiming in. You guys talking about what needs at this team, and it seems, and like I said, starting pitching to me is the biggest gray spot. Your bullpen's been fine. I would love to get Kyle Schwarber out of here. I know people are going to want to punch me for that, but I'm sorry. His I get it. He's the long ball guy. I get it. But how long is that long? How often does that long ball come around? You know what I mean? It's like an eclipse moon every so often. So um, I'm ready to move on. I've seen enough from College Shore Show. It's or put him somewhere else in the lineup. Like I will say one thing about Michael Arrow. Put him seventh or eighth. Put him low. He needs some time. Maybe give him a couple days. I don't know. Um, Totally agree, Wade. Too inconsistent with Kyle Schwarber. Yeah, he is. He's very inconsistent. That's the bad part. He's um, that's why I said I'm ready to move on from him. I need more consistent at bats. We're getting fine with just all the small ball play, and Trey Turner's coming along a little bit. He's getting some nice hits. I know he still has a lot of work, and I'm not going to give him a pass, but I'm going to say that he might be like, it's like Mike Lauer said this morning. He might be like Nick Castellanos. He might take one a little bit. This first year his might be ugly, but his first year he might come on. So I mean, if you want to use that for an excuse, to uh, make yourself feel better, I guess that's okay. Wade says fair player is probably Stott. Stott's in there. Stott's having a great year, no doubt about it. Stott's had an awesome year. To me, it's Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm has still been consistent from last year. People have written him off from him saying, I hate this place. And when Bryce Harper went down, he's the guy who stepped up. He filled his shoes as far as consistency. So I like Alec Bohm. I would say right now he's my favorite at bat right now. I mean, Bryson Stott's up there, so is Castellanos. Um, Pulling the second tier would be probably Brendan Marsh as far as favorite players right now. Wade checking in. His at bats are always competitive. Yeah, again, clutch guy. Bryson Stott always gets on doubles, single. He always getting on base. Again. That's a bat I don't have to worry about. So why haven't we put him off the leadoff spot again? He did okay at the beginning of the season. If we don't remember, he had the 16 or 17 hitting streak. Are we doing this to please Kyle Schwarber? Because it's not really pleasing me. I'm pretty sure it's not pleasing us as Phillies fans. The guy doesn't show up. He's a stiff. Trade him. Trade him. Trade him away. Can't show up to the job, but I don't need you here. Uh, Another David checking in. What's up, Dave? Will Harper get his home run power back this season? Good question, Dave. Will he get it back? Dave, I don't know if it's an injury. I think, and I brought this up on plenty of shows. I think it's metal block. I think he has in his brain he's supposed to be this MVP caliber player with with numbers as far as production, and I think this injury dabbled that, and now mentally he's going through it. Maybe he should have sat the season out. Maybe he shouldn't have come back till the second half of the season. But there's something going on here, here, and here, and I don't know. I think the Phillies kind of. I think it's both parties. I think the Phillies kind of push the panic button because they don't want to come off as this one hit wonder, this fluke, and they want to keep the good times rolling. And the major part of your success in the postseason was Bryce Harper, and they want to show that. But at the same time, I think he rushed himself to get up here because he loves the game. But again, it's costing him. It's costing him, and now the wires are loose up here, so he needs to get that taken care of. Wade checking again. Might be trying too hard. Yeah. If you're alluding to Harper, he might be trying too hard. But look, guys, this Phillies team needs to get together. They need to figure out how to win. Hopefully, they can turn their season around because they're going to need to do that. They need to turn it around. This is not how you want to walk into your ending your first half of the season by getting punched in the mouth, kicked in the belly, thrown down the flight of steps. Because I feel like that's what the game was today. And you did all this road work, right? All the road wins and all the W's you got, 13 straight, right? Breaking records, right? Or tying the record. It was all for nothing. I felt like, especially like I said, losing two straight to the Marlins, a team that's had your number for a while. I know we've gotten them in the past couple of years, but still, this is one team's had your number for plenty of years. And like I said, you're 2 for 4 in the division. You have one split with the Braves. The rest has been garbage. The rest has been garbage. So, but we'll see, man. Like I said, I want to thank everybody who's checked into the show. I want to thank for all your participation. Appreciate all the comments I get here. Next Saturday, I'm back in action. So I know we're going to do a first half Phillies recap. So guys, check that out. And of course, any of you guys lacrosse fans out there, stay tuned at 9 p.m. because my man Gary Groot, Double G, Double M, Double S, and myself, 9 o'clock tonight on All Across All the Time. Talking PLL. So, guys, if you're a PLL fan, if you're a lacrosse fan, give those guys, man, a follow. Those guys know a lot about lacrosse. And that's about it. We'll have you guys taking care of the rest of the week, as you guys seen. And then, real fast, before everyone gets changed, real fast, Matty B show has been moved to Thursday. Um, and the attack and throw will be moved to Tuesday for the entire month of July. So, to give me that quick little golden nugget right there. But anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And go Phil? Is this a question mark? See you guys.